Welcome then, ladies and gentlemen, to leg 2 of the grand final here in SCUK Division 1. This time we have the home leg for the Bradford Dukes against the Cradley Heathens. We get straight underway then for heat number 1 to Andy Jeffrey, Lydia Wagner and Charlie Hitchens, currently rider replacement for Sam Deacon in heat 1. Speaking of, it is a fantastic start. For the man in white, I believe, is Lydia Wagner. He's currently followed in second place by Zalinski. We have Charlie Hitchens in P3 and Andy Jeffrey in P4. Obviously the Heathens took a 5-1 advantage in Heat 1 last week. Currently have a 4-2 advantage with 2 laps remaining, but it does look like Kuba is going to get past the Nurie here. So 2 a battling for the lead. Going into the final lap, it is the Bradford number 1 who currently has the lead. Olivier will have 1 lap to try and come up, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be 3-all here in this opening heat. Kuba Zalinski leading Olivier Wagner, Charlie Hitchens and Andrew Jeffrey. I'm going to do a 6 so you can all hear me. I do apologise if missed out on that. As we prepare then for heat number 2, just get the programme up in the background. So it's a 3-all for the Heathens. Currently leaves them still 18 points behind. With 14 heats to go, they need an advantage in every single heat to maintain. Heat number 2, off the inside gate we will have Chris Eaton, and off gate number 3 we'll have his teammate Geordie Dye. And then for the Heathens we've got Carl Haddington and Matthew Ward currently sitting at reserve. Zach Deacon's rider replacement tonight at number 2, which means we've got Charlie Hitchens in the main body for this week. As we get away then for heat number 2, got 2 rapid reserves for Bradford, 2 rapid reserves for Cradley. As we get underway, tapes are up and we are underway. It's a good start off gate number 3 for the Bradford number 7, Geordie Dye. It was a good comeback then of Matthew Ward, but does get fence, and that now puts the Dukes on a 5-1. Immediately in heat number 2, Chris Eaton leads the charge as a man who's been very, very confident. He did quite well in his debut in Speedway European Championship here last week. And unfortunately, that is Carl Haddington off at the back. We do have Geordie under a little bit of pressure here, actually, from Matthew Ward. Chris Eaton's just riding a nice, safe, sensible line to retain that lead. He does not need to risk anything at the moment. Matthew Ward, though, trying to get back past Geordie Dye to avoid a Bradford 5-1. But I don't think it's going to work. It is going to be a 5-1 for the reigning champions in heat number 2. That stretches their advantage now to 22 points. So it will be the Bradford Dukes on 104 and the Heathens 82. 22 points. 13 to go. It's getting to the stage where they might start to need 5-1s every single heat. Heat 3, we'll see the inside belong to a man making his second appearance tonight, Charlie Hitchens, with gate number 3 going for Adrian Noe for the Heathens. Bradford Dukes, meanwhile, have Freddie France off gate number 2 and Adam Longley off gate number 4. 3 riders making the debut in this meeting. And of course, Freddie France did not ride in the first leg of the final, so this will be his first appearance in the final as a whole. As we prepare then for the third heat. It's currently 8-4 to the Dukes this meeting with a 3-all and a 5-1 so far, but of course 22 points up on aggregate. As we have Freddie in and we're waiting. Everybody's in as we prepare then Now, for heat number 3, got to favour Adrian off gate number 3, and he does get a brilliant start there, does the Polish rider. Immediately manages to cover off both of the Bradford Dukes riders, although saying that, the man in blue, Mr. Adam Longley, has challenged him, has managed to get back up into the lead, and now Freddie has made it a Dukes 5-1. Looks like we're going to have a cracker of a race here for the lead, and it's currently a 5-1 to the Dukes. Adrian finds himself at the back at this stage. Charlie Hitchens off the inside gate has just been fenced there by his own teammate, as both of them have gone on the grass, lost a lot of momentum there. That's unlucky for the number 3, Charlie Hitchens. It did manage to help the Heathens to a 3-all in the opening heat, but it looks like it's going to be yet another 5-1, 26-point advantage in this grand final. So that the Heathens just do not have an answer for the Dukes at this stage. It's a 5-1. At home, it's Adam Longley who takes the victory ahead of Freddie France, Adrian Noe in 3rd place, and Charlie Hitchens is at the back. Heat number 4, we will see both number 5 riders out. So we have Christian Smiglowski, who of course was in reserve for leg 1. With Philip Mullard not being able to attend tonight, Christian does ride at number 5. We will also see 5-time world champion Sebastian Server. Racing, they will be joined by Geordie Dye and Matthew Ward for the Dukes and the Heathens respectively, as we do get underway then for heat number 4. We've got 2 poles on the outside, 2 Brits on the inside. A tale of 2 halves in this race. As we wait for the tapes to go up, we are underway for heat number 4. It's a fairly equal start off gates 3 and 4 for the Heathens. And the Dukes man, as we do see there, Geordie does try to fence the 5-time world champion. Unfortunately, to no avail, and it does look like Matthew Ward is going to claim 3rd place immediately as a result of that. Christian Smigrowski has had a phenomenal lap 1 and managed to pull ahead of Sebastian Server, but Sebastian is a difficult man to beat and will be looking to hunt down for that top position in this race. Meanwhile, at the back, Matthew Ward does go very, very wide through turns 1 and 2. That almost allows Geordie Dye to make it through. Of course, Bradford did just lose out to Ocean City Vikings in Division 2 last night. 2 points for the Division 2 champion. As we see at the front, Sebastian Server does try to get ahead of Christian Smigrowski, but again, to no avail. It's another 3-all for both teams. Christian Smigrowski leads them, Sebastian Server and Matthew Ward. It was a brilliant race to get P3 ahead of Geordie Dye. It's 8 points in this meeting. Which makes it, I believe, 26 points on aggregate. So let me just double check the statistic on that. Leg 1 did end up in a 16-point advantage. So I believe it is now a 24-point gap up at the front. It looks like the Dukes are well in control of this championship. Heat number 5 sees Bradford 3, 4-year Adam Longley and Freddie France, joined by Olivier Weigelnick and Matthew Ward, making his 2nd consecutive heat, his 3rd of the meeting so far. As we prepare then for heat number 5. As we're waiting now at the tapes. Tapes are up, we're underway. It's a good start off the outside gate for the Cradley number 1 Olivier Weigelnick. As the man in blue there, I believe that is Fast Freddy. He does find himself on the grass. You've got Adam Longley now trying to hunt down the man who led the league averages for a lot of the season until Swindon Shimon Olszewski joined midway through the season. He is currently chasing down the Cradley number 1, hoping to produce another heat advantage for the Dukes. As he does get up the inside, he does manage to get past there. Does Longley on Weigelnick. Weigelnick, though, returns the favour through turns 3 and 4. We've got 1 lap of racing to go here. We've got Matthew Ward trying to chase down Freddie France. We've got Olivier Weigelnick, who it looks like might just stay ahead now. But Adam Longley coming back through 3 and 4. It is Olivier with the win. It's a brilliant battle there for the lead. In heat number 5, Olivier Weigelnick takes and leads yet another 3-all result in this grand final. Ahead of Adam Longley, who pushed him all the way. Freddie France in third place and Matthew Ward at the back, unfortunately, in fourth place. A crack of a battle there. In heat number 5, still leaves us with a 24-point advantage to the Bradford Dukes in this grand final. Heat number 6 will see the Bradford 1-2 duo, joined by the Cradley 5-6. We have Kuba Zielinski and Andrew Jeffrey, joined by Sebastian Server and Carl Hadlington in this race. Cradley, as it stands, do have just the one victory for rider, that being from Olivier in the previous heat. Every other 3-all has been from a Bradford rider, finishing in last place. We get underway then for heat number 6. Again, we've got 2 Poles, 2 Brits in this one. Sebastian Server lines himself up on the inside. It is a good start for our Polish riders here. However, it is Kuba Zielinski who does manage to get the jump. Sebastian does try fencing him, and now we have Andrew Jeffrey in second place. Sebastian Servet goes down the inside. That does manage to get a huge fence on the Bradford number 1. Andrew Jeffrey sat in second, although he's saying that he has just got past Sebastian. Carl Haddington currently in third place, trying to make what he can of this, as Kuba Zielinski now tries to get back up into third place ahead of Carl Haddington. Sebastian puts Andrew Jeffrey in the fence there. The fencing is huge on this track. It's currently a 4-2 after all this chaos. To the Heathens be their first heat advantage in this second leg. But Kuba Zielinski, the Bradford number 1, tries to go back to no avail. It's Sebastian Servet who leads them a 4-2 for the Cradley Heathens, ahead of Kuba Zielinski in second place, Carl Haddington in third. And Andrew Jeffrey, after leading for a small portion of the race, finds himself in another last place, unfortunate. For the number 2, who's currently on no points after 2 rides. Heat number 7. Up next, and we'll see, again, for the third time at Charlie Hitchens off gate number 2. He will be joined by his Heathens teammate Adrian Noe off gate number 4. The Dukes have Christian Smigodsky off gate number 1 and Chris Eaton off gate number 3. Chris Eaton really has been something of a wild card in this grand final so far. In the first leg, Chris Eaton managed 12 plus 1 from 5 rides and is currently unbeaten in his first heat in the second leg. As we wait now, I believe, for Adrian in heat number 7. We get underway yet again. 2 Poles, 2 Brits. This is the Brits who fill the middle slots. Going side by side. It's a good start off the outside gate. You middle it there for Adrian Noe. It's the Heathens currently on a 5-1 temporarily. Let's see if they can hold on. This would be a huge result in this grand final for the Heathens, but it's going to be difficult to hold on to. Chris Eaton tries to fence Charlie Hitchens there, so it does look like he might be able to squeeze down the inside now. Will the Bradford reserve? It is Christian Smigodsky currently in second place. Oh, as I'm not sure what happened there to Adrian. Just turned left on the straight and ended up what looked brilliant for a Cradley heat advantage. Now looks set for potential Bradford 5-1. It's Chris Eaton and Charlie Hitchens still going side by side into the final lap here. As it is Chris Eaton, it does manage to fence Charlie. Adrian and Charlie going side by side to the line now. It's a 5-1 in the final to the Bradford Dukes. It's Christian Smigodsky and Chris Eaton. You'd have Charlie Hitchens and Adrian Noe. In heat number 7, 10-point advantage in this meeting. That makes it 26 on aggregate. And with only 8 heats remaining, I'm not sure that there is much that the Heathens are going to be able to do here. So the first meeting ended in a 53-37 victory to the Dukes. And currently in this second leg, we are 26-16. So 79 to 53. 1 point advantage, I believe. If maths is not mistaken, if Bradford Dukes get a 5-1 here in heat number 8, they will be the champions for the second successive season here in SCUK. In this heat, we will see Geordie Dye off the inside gate and Andrew Jeffrey off gate number 3. Obviously, Andrew currently pointless at the moment. They will be joined on the outside by Adrian Owie and Matthew Ward off gate number 2. As we wait then, they need to be sent for the tapes to go up. It's your 2-7-2-7 heat in heat number 8. Of course, Adrian, rider replacement for Zach Deacon. He gets a phenomenal start. It's a terrible start off gate number 3 there for Andrew Jeffrey. And I believe he's lagged out. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here because the rider in yellow, Matthew Ward, has also gone. We now have one of the quietest heats in SCUK as Adrian leads Geordie Dye. There's going to be a second version of this heat. As Andrew Jeffrey, they've got confirmation, has lagged out. We see Geordie Dye, Bradford Reserve, trying to hunt down Adrian for the lead here in heat number 8. Unfortunately, not much action in this race, but it has been a good start to the meeting. Geordie Dye tries that inside line to just try and get past Adrian. It is to no avail. As it is a 3-all then to the Heathens. I'm not sure if there's going to be a rerun of that heat. But it is a victory for the first time tonight for Adrian Owie, who leads Geordie Dye, then the bot of Andrew Jeffrey and Matthew Ward. It ended up on the grass and in the barrier on lap 1. As we'll wait confirmation now to see whether we will receive a rerun of heat number 8. And so will not be a rerun. Heat number 9 we have up next then. As I believe it's still just about all to play for in this grand final. If it's 7 consecutive 5-1s for the Heathens. But that advantage is slimming very, very quickly. It is 53 in the first leg. And now 29 puts them on 82 with 7 heats remaining. So yes, if Cradley failed to get a 5-1 in this heat, it will be the Bradford Dukes as champions for the second successive season. The Heathens need everything they can get here. They have Sebastian Server and Carl Hallington with Freddie France and Adam Longley riding for the Bradford Dukes. It's going to be a very difficult heat for the Heathens to produce a 5-1 here. But anything can happen in this grand final. We saw it in the previous heat. Some unfortunate luck, really, for both teams. As we wait then for the riders to join heat number 9. We have Freddie France, we have Sebastian Server, we have Adam Longley, and we have Carl Hallington. This could be the title deciding heat here in SCUK Division 1. Bradford could not wrap up the Division 2 title, but they can do so here. But that's a fantastic start off gate number 2 from the 5-time world champion Sebastian Server. He pushes the Bradford man onto the grass, but it is currently a 3-all. As it is Adam Longley, who does manage to get past there, Sebastian. It's a brilliant overtake as Freddie France now goes down the inside of the 5-time world champion. Can't quite make it work on the exit, but it is a 4-2 at the moment to the Dukes, and this would be enough to seal home their second SCUK Division 1 championship in a row. Freddie France trying to chase down for second place in this meeting. It doesn't really matter so long as his teammate stays in the lead, and Sebastian cannot do anything about it right now. But as we come around now at the third and the fourth corner for the final time, I think that there's going to be Sebastian Serra. It does take the lead, but I believe for the second successive season, it is going to be the Bradford Dukes, who are your SCUK Division 1 champions. Congratulations to Philip Mullard and Andrew Jeffrey squad, who pick up the title for a second successive season here in SCUK. Congratulations to all 10 of their riders this season, that being Adam Longley, Andrew Jeffrey, Ben Peach, Chris Eaton, Igor Lukshek, Christian Smigodsky, Kuba Zielinski, Philip Mullard, Jordy Dye, and Freddie France for a second successive season. Let's see if they can make it 3 in a row here in potentially for season 8 of SCUK. As we wait now for heat number 10, we'll see a 1, 2, 3, 4 partnership with Kuba Zielinski, the number 1, going off gate number 3, with Andrew Jeffrey off gate number 1. Adrian will be joined by Charlie Hitchens for the final time tonight in heat number 10 for their final pairing in this grand final. Of course, it's just prior to play 4 now with the Bradford Dukes, confirmed as league champions, but still will want to avoid a whitewash here, will the Heathens, and absolutely they can challenge back in this meeting. We have Charlie Hitchens, Adrian Noe, Andrew Jeffrey, and Kuba Zielinski. It's another poor start off the inside there for Andrew Jeffrey, but it's a good start off gate number 3 for Kuba Zielinski. As the battle at the front rages on, it's Charlie Hitchens currently in second place ahead of his Polish teammate Adrian Noe. Kuba with an incredibly fast lap 1 there to secure the lead, an 18.92. It's very rare to see a sub-19 lap 1 here, as he looks potentially to go for a Division 1 track record here. He's off to an absolute flyer. Further at the back, we do see Andrew Jeffrey manage to get past Adrian Noe for third place. Adrian, though, pushing him back into the fence at the back. We keep our eyes on board with Kuba Zielinski, as he looks to be on a very, very fast run here in heat number 10. And it's yet another 3-all. With an absolute cracker of a time there, 69.33 from Kuba Zielinski. I believe matches actually the WSCL track record for this track from Kamil Kobylski. So it's a 3-all for each team. It is Kuba Zielinski leading him, Charlie Hitchens and Adrian Noe, with Andrew Jeffrey just having a poor meeting, unfortunately, sat at the back with only 1+1. Heat number 11. I'm not quite sure. We have Sebastian Serra as a rider replacement from Zach Deacon. So Cradley opting to run their 1 and 5 in this heat. With the Dukes having their 5, 6 there. They have Christian Smigodsky and Chris Eaton in use. 1 minute as we wait for heat number 11 to be sent. It should be a crack here and a potential setup for heat number 13 coming in at 3 heats time. As we are just waiting for the invite. Of course, coming up in the coming up next week, we do have qualifiers for the British final taking place on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night. Those are all being at 8:30 p.m. GMT in the UK. And then the final will be on Monday, the 11th of March at 9 p.m. That will be streamed as well. As we wait to get underway with heat number 11, I believe we are waiting for Chris Eaton, who has just joined the heat. As we can get underway, we've got 3 Poles, 1 Brit. So it would be a fantastic job for Chris Eaton if he could take this one. That being said, he did manage to secure heat 15 in the first leg away from home. Now see, it's a good start there off gate number 3. I believe that is Sebastian Serra. Olivier Weigelnick currently finds himself in P3, hoping to chase down for P2, and he's currently got it, but he is fenced at the back. Christian Smigodski puts Olivier at the back. There's some chaos going on here. Olivier is currently at the back. That's allowed Chris Eaton into second place with Christian Smigodski in third. Sebastian Serra holds a very, very firm lead here at the moment. But currently the battle for third rages on. We see Olivier trying to close up to the Bradford Dukes number 5, but currently to no avail. It's going to be another 3-all in this meeting. Sebastian Serra leading home a very, very dominant victory here in heat number 11-7. His job well as rider replacement for Zach Deacon. He wins it with a 69.42. Second place going to the reserve of Chris Eaton, who is having yet another phenomenal meeting in this grand final. Christian Smigodski is in third with the Cradley number 1, Olivier Weigelnick, at the back after a very, very chaotic opening few laps. As we get and prepare for heat number 12. Heat number 12, of course, being our 3-7-3-6 heat. That will be Adam Longley and Geordie Dye for the champions, and then Charlie Hitchens and Carl Haddington for the away side. Of course, so it's 10 points in this meeting, so the Heathens are currently doing a better job than in the home leg. But of course, we'll be feeling the loss of Zach Deacon for tonight, and of course the lack of attendance from Taylor Lanning, being busy with other commitments in this grand final. So we've got 4 Brits here, 4 non-Steam Brits as well. As we prepare for heat number 12, Adam Longley, Geordie Dye, Charlie Hitchens, Carl Allington. As we go then off the inside, it's a good start for the Bradford Dukes pair of Geordie Dye and Adam Longley. Here on lap number 1, very close to being in the fence there from Charlie Hitchens. He's trying to make his way up towards the front now. He did manage to reach the final here in the British Riders' Championship in its inaugural season. Keep an eye for sign-ups for that. Also for Season 2 will be released in the next couple of weeks. He tries to make his way into second place. Geordie Dye currently holds a man currently in his debut season in Division 1. Has made an absolutely storming start to life in SCUK. He's trying to hold off Charlie Hitchens for second place. Manages to put him on the grass, and it does look like it's going to be a 5-1 in this heat. But no. That's Adam Longley going off at the end. It's a 3-all yet again in this meeting. Geordie Dye leads home Charlie Hitchens and Carl Haddington, with Adam Longley very, very unlucky in the fence there on the final lap. To complete heat number 12, it's still 10 points in this meeting. It's 16 on aggregate. That is our 5th successive 3-all. Heat winners at the moment. We have Sebastian Serra with 3 heat wins for the Heathens. Olivier Weigelnick did win on his second attempt. And Adrian, of course, winning the heat where there seemed to be nobody else. As for the Dukes, Kuba Zielinski has only dropped a single point so far in this meeting. Andrew Jeffrey only on 1+1 so far. Adam Longley with a win in his opening ride. Freddie France without a victory, but did get a 2+1 in his opener. Christian Smigodski with 7+1. Chris Eaton with 7+1, and Geordie Dye also with 7+1. Heat number 13, then we have our 1-5-1-5. We've got Kuba Zielinski, Christian Smigodski, Olivier Weigelnick, and Sebastian Serra. It is 4 Polish riders, 4 of the best riders in the entire league here. As we get underway then, it's a fairly even start from all of them, but it's a good start off gate number 3. For Christian Smigodski, he has not held the lead though. It is Sebastian Serra who leads for the 3rd time tonight, as we look sure to see him in heat number 15. Olivier manages to get second place as the Bradford boys try not to fence each other. They will want to gain at least a 3-all in this heat, and Kuba Zielinski does look ever so slightly quicker than Olivier Weigelnick right now. He'll try to fence him so that he and his teammate can get through into second and third place. Olivier Currently still in second place, but going on to the final, he does go wide. Does that allow Bradford to get through? Sebastian is doing a wheelie on the back straight. It is going to be a 5-1 here in heat number 13. To the Heathens, they reduced the gap to 6 points in this meeting, but still 22 points on aggregate to our now champions. Sebastian Server leads home Olivier Weigelnick, Kuba Zielinski and Kristen Smigodski, thinking up and unlikely last in heat number 13. Heat number 14 and our last non-nominated heat of the entire season here in SCUK. We have Chris Eaton and Freddie France. Of course, these two have ridden at reserve plenty of times this season. They will be riding for the Bradford Dukes. Adrian Noe and Matthew Ward will be riding for the Heathens. It's currently 42-36 in this meeting. That makes it 95-73 on aggregate. That's some quick maths there. In my head, as we wait now for Freddie France, we have all 4 riders in, 3 Brits and a pole. As it gets underway then for heat number 14. See who makes the best start. Oh, that is a tapes elimination there for Matthew Ward. As I believe we could have a rerun with a second rider for the Heathens. But it is a good start off the inside for Adrian Noe. But an even better one off gate number 4. For the man in blue, that is Freddie France. Chris Eaton tries to fence Adrian there. Fast Freddie currently leads the race. Bradford trying desperately to get a 5-1 in this. Freddie France still in the lead as Chris Eaton tries to get past the Heathens number 4. Chris Eaton does get put on the grass there, so it's a 2-horse race now for the lead between Adrian and Freddie France, as we do have a race stop. That's an exclusion for Adrian. I believe, have we got a version 2 of this heat? I'm not quite sure what is going on. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have a battle of Bradford here in heat number 14. As there you go, there is a new invite. Yes, we just await now for the remaining 3 heats. There you go, as we do have the rerun of heat number 14 sent with Carl Addington swapped for swapping in place of Matthew Ward, who touched the tapes. We do have our rerun of heat number 14. Adrian Noe, Chris Eaton, Carl Addington, and then Freddie France off the outside gate. Can Adrian produce another good start off the inside? Can Freddie combat it with another great launch off gate number 4? As it looks quite similar to the initial inauguration. Freddie cannot quite get the jump that he got initially, though. It is Adrian who leads ahead of Freddie France. Carl Addington currently ahead of Chris Eaton. Those two battle on for third. Freddie will want to get this position here for the victory. Chris Eaton has managed to get past Carl for third place. It's currently a 3-all, but Freddie will want this victory here in heat number 14 for what could be his final race of the season. As we get on to start the final lap, Adrian does seem to hold a comfortable lead. Freddie trying to go around the outside, trying to build a little bit of momentum for one final corner, but it does look like Adrian is going to hold this one. As Adrian Noe claims the win in heat number 14, it's yet another 3-all in this heat, our 6th in 7 heats. Adrian Noe leads time. Freddie France, Chris Eaton and Carl Addington, who filled in for Matthew Ward. And that is the end of 14 heats so far in the second leg of this grand final. Our nominated heat 15 still to come up, as we wait to see the gates and riders that the Heathens will use, followed, of course, by the Bradford Dukes. Again, congratulations to Bradford. First place in Division 1, second place in Division 2. It was a cracker of a meeting last night. 8 points up in the meeting, 2 on aggregate going into heat number 15. Into heat number 9 with the Bradford Dukes, but unfortunately they lost out on a 5-1. They lost out on a 5-1 to the Ocean Boys. They managed to claim a Division 2 victory for the second season in a row. As again, we await the lineups then for heat number 15. We have Olivier Weigelnick and Sebastian Serra, of course the pair who produced a 5-1 in heat number 13. They will be running off gates number 2 and gate number 4 respectively for the Heathens, as we wait for the Bradford Dukes. Who will take gates number 1 and 3. Of course, this is just for pure pride. It does not matter at this point. But still, we'll want to end the season on a positive note going into Season 8. Season 8 will have 6 teams in both divisions. As we currently have myself, Andrew Dent and Kuba Jarmu's announced as riders for the Bucks Native squad. Please go and follow us on social media if you haven't already. Then we have the Manchester Aces. We have a brand new team as well. We have, of course, our champions, the Bradford Dukes. We have our finalists, Cradley Heathens, as well as Swindon Spitfires. Bradford Dukes elect for Geordie Dye off gate number 1, and Chris Eaton will take his second heat 15 in a row off gate number 3. So reserve pairing being used for Bradford, and then 1 and 5 for the Heathens. Just hoping to give their reserves a little bit of action. So it's only a 6-point swing in this meeting, not quite as strong as they were at Chestershova for the Dukes, but obviously still an advantage at home. For a 22-point advantage. As we just now wait now for all of the riders. In heat number 15, we've got Geordie Dye, we've got Chris Eaton, we've got Sebastian Serra, we have Olivier Weigelnick. Gates 2 and 4 for the Heathens. Gates 1 and 3 for the Dukes, as we wait now for Chris Eaton, who is in. This is our final heat then, ladies and gentlemen, of SCUK Division 1 this season. With the Division 2 title wrapped up, all that's left now is the British final. But we get underway then with heat number 15, 1 and 5 for the Heathens, 6 and 7 for the Dukes. Tapes are not up. We have a tapes there for Geordie Dye. He tried to go for the predicted start. I believe that... No, they can't end up in a rerun, I don't think. Because they've used both reserves in the heat. Yeah. Our league owner, Alan Atherton, does confirm. So 1 rider only for the Dukes here. Is a good start off gate number 2 and gate number 4 for the Heathens. Sebastian Serra off the outside, as we see Olivier does fence there, Chris Eaton. To currently lead a 5-1. For the Heathens, it has been a phenomenal double header for our reigning and now newly elected champions. But Cradley have managed to definitely pull something back in the second meeting. Providing things stay as they are, it will only be 2 points. Gappers. We do see the duo wheeling on this third lap. Chris Eaton trying to catch at the moment, but again, it doesn't matter. Even if he does finish, he's had a phenomenal meeting. Has definitely helped Bradford to success. As I say, it is going to be a 5-1 in heat number 15, the final race of the season. Sebastian Serra and Olivier Weigelnick take home a 5-1, with Chris Eaton in third and Geordie Dye. Of course, he touched the tapes. That means it is only 2 points in this meeting. 46 to the Dukes and 44 to the Heathens, but that is, of course, 18 points on aggregate. That ends up being 99 to the Dukes and only 81 to the Heathens. So congratulations to our champions for a second season running, Bradford Dukes. Can anybody challenge them in Season 8? We will have to wait and see. Tune in next week for the British final qualifiers on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday night, followed by, of course, the British final on Monday, the 11th of March. For now, though, I've been Toby Griffiths signing out in the second leg of the grand final here in SCUK Division 1. Thank you all so very much for watching, and goodbye.